My name is Hikaru, and I am your DM for tonight. We're going to be playing a special game called World of Merfolk. It is a Powered by the Apocalypse game that is in alpha stages, so we get to test out things and hopefully provide some feedback for Taylor Smith, the writer, who graciously gave us some content to work with. These are my players tonight.
I'm Garm1. You're seeing all of this from my perspective, and I forgot to clear the chat log before starting this. I'll be playing a mermaid named Aegir, and we'll decide exactly what Aegir is when we get on with this. Go.
Alright. Yes, I'm getting there. Hi, I'm Sho. I'm playing Finland, the merperson, who we will also determine as we go along.
Hi, I'm Pi. I do not yet have a name because that will depend heavily on what I actually am.
Hi, I'm Zayo. I am playing Kelby, and let's start making these characters.
Indeed. All right, so World of Merfolk is, as it sounds, a game of mermaids, magic, monsters. You are all merfolk living under the sea. The main context of this is that we have two types of magic, Genesis and corruption. Genesis being, creation of magic, creation of life, and so on. The happy kind of magic that you all want to have. And corruption is what happens when someone has bad thoughts and does bad things. That creates corruption, and beings can be corrupted, places can be corrupted, etc., etc. And obviously that's what you guys will be fighting against, because that would destroy your homes.
And as environmentalists, we are opposed to that.
Indeed. We're using Powered by Apocalypse, so those of you who are not familiar with the system, you play with 2 6-sided dice. Generally, you do moves. When you do a move, you roll 2d6. If you get 6 or less, your move doesn't go to plan and there's consequences, and your character gets an experience point. 7 to 9, your move succeeds, but at a cost, and 10 or more, and you are very successful. And that's all you need to know rolling-wise. All right, so going on to the traits, this system uses mainly 3 traits. Find is, as you know, these are pretty obvious. Find is for finding things, treasures, topsiders lost at sea. Find is used to discover new areas, explore, understand, and investigate things, etc., etc. Hunt is what you use to eat, but it can also be used for chasing, catching, disemboweling enemies, wrestling. It's your fighting skill. And then you have love, for interacting with other merfolk, taking care of the ecosystem, restoring old and damaged things, luring sailors to their watery graves. It works both as what you'd think love works as, but it also does affect what in other games you'd say is charisma. So anything charisma based basically would be love. It also affects how well you can heal. Then we have the 2 magic types, Genesis and corruption, which I already explained. Any questions?
No?
I don't think so.
All right, cool. So for your sheets, you have the 6 things there: find, hunt, love, Genesis, and corruption. And I hope Garm is showing this to the stream now.
Yep, it's on the stream.
Cool. We also have the moves. I've programmed all the moves for you. So all you have to do to do something, when I tell you that you're doing a move, you just click on the name and it'll automatically roll and tell you what you get. But the basic moves are, for the most part, pretty straightforward in terms of what they do. Help a friend, helps someone. Explore an area, You explore an area. Inspect a thing. You inspect the thing. That's more to get. That's more to get attributes than, like, to know how things work and stuff like that. Remember something important. Again, these are really, really
Self-explanatory.
easy. Yeah. Chase down is to stop people. Attack and neutralize is obviously your attack. Feed is so that you don't go hungry. Show kindness, men wounded, all pretty self-explanatory. The magic moves, this gets a bit different. You have two types of magic moves, the Genesis and Corruption ones. You will be rolling Genesis or Corruption to succeed at them. The names are pretty explanatory, but the way this works is you get one use of magic. Once you use a magical spell, be it Genesis or Corruption, you become quiet, which is in the global modifiers. So it basically uses the magic within you to cast the spell. And the only way to be able to cast a spell again, you have to reconnect to the source, which is another move, which doesn't have a roll. It just depends. You just have to be able to reconnect. So for both, it's basically Genesis, you either have to rest in an area where life thrives and is healthy, or aid in the creation of new life. And for Corruption magic, you have to actually destroy something or taint life to reconnect to the source and be able to cast Corruption magic.
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to assume you guys are not going much for Corruption and we're going to be fighting it today, but, you know.
Okay.
Oh.
I knew Pi was going to go that way.
What?
Oh,
Pardon?
please.
I had to close my door.
Pi was already thinking of doing Corruption stuff.
I
Of
was
course.
not doing anything of the sort.
I mean, I'll be honest, I think there's already a type of merfolk that Pi's going to go for, so.
I don't know what you're
Why
talking
you gotta
about.
drag me like this?
Oh no, I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm already figuring out shit too.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Sure then we have the states of being, which is basically your health. You have you can have up to 3 wounds and be fine. When you take a 4th wound, you become down. That's why I put 4 as wounds, just so you don't see 0 and go, oh my god, I'm down. No. You can take 3 wounds and still be up. It's on the 4th one that you go down. When you're down, you're basically unconscious. You cannot do anything until someone tries to save you. No death saving throws though.
Joy.
I put the rest of them in the global modifiers for this. Afraid, when your character's afraid, you are afraid of something. You receive a +1 to moves to avoid conflict with that cause of fear, such as fleeing, hiding, etc. You receive a -1 to all moves that encourage further conflict with the target. So if you try to attack them or something, you take a -1 to your moves. So that's why there's 2 afraid. 1 will automatically minus.
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Hi guys, sorry about that. As Pi said, Cord is a jerk and knocked out Garm's power, so he is unable to play with us, and he was the one streaming. So we have to get everything up and running again. We are back, but unfortunately we do not have a Garm now, so it is Karu dealing with us 3 idiots.
Teehee.
Unfortunate.
Good
Garm.
luck.
Where were we?
God of Storms, Pi.
God of Storms. We were on the states of being. We were talking about what different states conditions happen during the session. We went through afraid. I think we went down when I was talking about hungry, where you take a wound.
You had already mentioned quiet, hadn't you?
Yeah, but I'm not sure when. I think it was right before quiet that he probably went down, because then it took him a bit to contact us and go, hey, stream's down.
Mm-hmm.
So hungry, yep, is 6 or less. You take a wound whenever you do a move. Quiet is what happens when you do magic, and then you that takes basically all the magic that you have inside. It is described as you feel a shallow emptiness where the magic was waiting inside of you. So you need to reconnect to the source before casting magic again. If you are stunned, your character takes -2 forward. That basically means, in Powered by the Apocalypse terms, you take a -2 to any move you do. And hindered is basically the catch-all for anything else that might happen. It's either a -1 or a -2. I've programmed it as a -1. Just keep that in mind. So if it's for some reason you are hindered -2, you're going to have to... you can... At the top of your sheet, there is a -1 forward that you can add to it.
-1 forward just basically means penalty of some kind, yes?
Yeah. Forward basically means you get a +1 or a -1 or a minus or a something to every roll you do.
Okay.
So you can have... Some moves will give you a +1 forward because, like, you succeeded, so you can get a +1 forward, and that means everything you do for the next while is easier. Hello, cat. I am streaming. I should move my microphone closer because
Yeah, you should.
stream thing tends to be quiet.
Oh my
And
goodness.
that means, cat, that you have to get out of my way. There. Now I can't have a cat in front of me because I have a mic in front of me. Now I can have a cat between the mic and me. Thank you, cat.
That's what happens when you try and outsmart the cat.
What do you expect?
So, all that said, are there any questions so far to the system and how that works?
I don't think so.
Nope. Can we make a character now?
Pretty simple. So now we're gonna make characters.
Yay.
First things, you have 3 points that you can distribute amongst your traits. The only one you cannot put points into is corruption.
Oh, that's lame.
You get that by options you choose, because that goes with monster traits.
Yep.
So everything starts at 0, and we add a 1 to. We can add 3 points to anything.
Yes. So you have 3 points to a place where you want, either find, hunt, love, or Genesis. You obviously don't want to go above 3. Sorry, 2. 2 is the max you can put in with your stats. You can also take a -1 to something if you want to get an extra point to something else. So you could potentially have 4 points and a -1 in something. So the most... I'm not sure if you guys want to wait until you read. Some of the playbooks have certain
Modifiers.
no trait needs. So for example, the first one, the apexes, says hunt must be at least 1. So you cannot be an apex unless you have 1 point at least in hunt. Other than that, you can basically put it wherever you want. So keep in mind, 3 points, you can put them wherever you want. Up to 4 points if you take a -1 in one of your skills. All the playbooks have the same options for your human half, which is basically, the typical upper body. And you get extra features for that. So, face, hands, and mind. Face, you can be... all of them, you basically choose if you want to have a human, a fish, or a monster type of that. So you can have a human face, a fish face, or a monster face. And that will give you certain bonuses. Same thing for hands and how your mind works. You're muted.
Sorry. I have a question about that. So, for example, let's say we put 2 into something, but something we can get from mind gives a +1. Can we go past 2, or does
Yes.
it literally cap at 2?
No. The 2 cap is a soft cap before putting those features in. That's why it's a 2
Okay.
cap and not a 3 cap. Because generally the cap is 3. So what the system is doing is it's capping your choice at 2 because you might get a +1 from your features.
Okay.
Hmm.
What?
Part of me wants to
So
put
basically,
Sorry.
you would have at most 1, 1, 2 in stats? No.
Nope.
Yeah.
1, 1,
four.
1,
1, 1, 1.
or
Yeah.
1, 1, 2, -1.
Mm.
Because you only get 3 points unless you put -1 in something. And then you'll have whatever options you take from character creation.
I don't know.
So, for example, I'll just give mine. I gave myself 2 in hunt, and I gave myself 1 in love. But because I'm also doing mind human for my merfolk, I get a +1 to any of the stats, and I chose love. So I have a 2 in hunt and a 2 in love, but a 0 in find. Did
Where
I do
do we
that
put-
correctly?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we just put the, I guess, features in look?
I
For
just
example,
did that.
the
Yeah, you can put
Midline.
your face, hand, and mind information in the look box.
how many of those do we pick?
1 of each.
One of
Yep,
each.
one of each.
So your face, is your face a human face, a fishy face, or is it monstrous? Same for
Rude.
your same for your hands. Do you have human hands with
Digits.
opposable thumbs? Do you have fish hands and they're like fins? Or are they monstrous and basically whatever you want with it, but not normal? And then with the mind, do you have a human mind? Do you have a fish mind? I would assume a fish mind is more like simpler, more
Instinctual?
instinctual. Yeah. Or a monster mind. So your mind has been corrupted by whatever you want, and therefore are slightly more evil.
Ah,
Just slightly.
what page did it?
Page 9.
No, scroll. Of the PDF?
Pitif, yes.
Pa. You is awesome.
So, Zio, it sounded like you had already picked yours. What's your face like?
My face is like a human, so I have a +1 love versus humans. My hands are fishy hands, so I have a +1 hunt versus sea creatures. And my mind is human, so I have a +1 to love.
Cool. What about you
I
two?
basically already figured out my character at this point. I even have shit figured.
Well, mine definitely has a human face, so it's +1 love against humans. My hands, I haven't decided. Part of me wants human hands, but part of me wants octopus. I don't know. Oh, give me a minute or two. And my mind is my mind is human. What?
Show. Just if you're wanting to go for that, there is a subclass of, well, the merfolk that's jellies. So basically jellyfish.
There's actually one for octopods.
Yeah, there's actually one for octopus too.
Yeah.
I haven't quite decided
Graspers.
yet.
Yeah, so you could have human hands and then have 8 arms.
That is fucked up.
Well,
What?
my hand.
You'd basically be Ursula.
Ursula had normal hands. She just had.
Octopunch.
Bloody hell.
You're welcome!
For the sun, the moon, sky.
All right. Pi, have you decided what your human half looks like? And is it all monster?
It is not all monster, you mofos.
It's just partially.
Listen, why you gotta drag me like this?
Because it's really
We're only
fun.
like half an hour into session here.
Because we
Also,
know you.
Karu,
Yeah.
I will let you know that the icons for audio to see who's talking are not showing up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know why. All right, thanks.
You're welcome. Lam was just mentioning it. It'll be up in a second, Lam.
Yep, there we go.
Thanks,
I had
Mom.
accidentally
I mostly
put-
just asked for volumes, but
Yeah, that
that
works.
seems way more useful.
Yep. Yeah, I'd accidentally put the overlay over top of it.
Good job.
You overlaid the...
Yeah. I overlaid the overlay on top of the...
Wait, what? And to answer your question, I have the mind of a human, which is going to be great, I'm sure. For hands, I had a question.
Yes.
So obviously, I think I know what human hands look like, and I'm fairly certain I know what fish limbs look like. Are monsters supposed to be just monstrous, or are they a mix of both of them?
It can be
Basically,
any...
do you get thumbs?
You can... The monster
about
one, from what
claws?
because I've read the whole thing, monster traits are basically whatever you feel would be monstrous. So non-natural, but you could have, like, clawed, big, black, monstrous-looking hands that had thumbs.
Basically, something that doesn't look like it fits with the rest of everything
Yeah.
One of
else.
these things is not like the others.
Well, all right. So that answers my question. Mind human, hands human, face monstrous.
Interesting. So we have a very scary face among us.
It's okay. I have a -1 to love.
Oh, that's gonna go great.
I mean, I'm very good at finding things, and I'm pretty good at hunting things too. And I have a teeny tiny bit of magic.
Question. I apparently can't do math after a few drinks. Without any of the pluses and minuses from look, it would be a 1, 2, 0 at most, or 1, 2,
Yeah.
negative 1.
1, 2,
No,
negative 1.
No, 1, 2, 0.
And then, or you can do a
Or
negative
2,
1 to get
2.
an additional 1.
Yeah,
2,
or
2,
2, 2
negative 1.
minus
Okay, I can't listen to both of you.
It's either 2, 2 minus 1 or 1, 2 minus 1. Sorry, 1, 2, 0.
Okay, thank you.
Basically, if you add them all up, they have to add up to 3.
That's what I thought, but when Zio was reading hers, I thought she had 1, 2, negative 1, and I was very confused. But that probably took into account one of the features.
Yeah, I have 2 and 2, and then 0 and everything else. Because I have a +1 for the human mind.
Yep. Yeah, she didn't have any negatives. Alright, so if you have human mind, remember you get an extra +1 to either find, hunt, or love. Alright, so that's the top half. Now we're going to figure out your bottom half. And this is where the playbooks really come into account. So what we're going to do... There's a lot of them, but we're going to read the first paragraph of each, just so we can all get an idea of...
The thing before traits?
The thing before traits, yes. So we'll go in order on our thing down there. So Sho, how about you read the apexes?
Okay. The apexes are predators of the sea, resembling sharks, rays, skates, and chimeras. Officially known as
Word you can't pronounce.
Chandristides. These fish have cartilage, skeletons, and plenty of tools for the hunt. Trait. Oh, do you want me to just
No,
go
just
through the whole
that.
thing, or just that? Okay, cool.
If anyone's interested in that, we'll basically go through that. Zio wants to read the next one because she's playing that one.
Yeah, I've figured out stuff already. So the second one is classics. It's half human and half bony fish. These merfolk fit into the traditional appearance expected of mermaids, but appearances can certainly be deceiving.
Alright, so that's your classics. You know, the ones everyone's used
The
to.
normies.
They're also the humans of the setting, so they have the most interesting in terms of features because they don't get anything special, but they get a bit more options to pick from. Alright, so Pi, why don't you read this one that I'm sure you're not going to be interested in?
Okay, honestly, it was either between this one or the squid kid. Anyway, deep ones. These merfolk swim in the crushing cold depths, so far down that sunlight no longer reaches them. They're suited to this environment and can handle themselves just fine under pressure.
Unlike me. Alright. Cat? Show? Read the next one.
Oh crap! I got out of the way.
Page 11.
This is like being back in school, and the kid.
Shut up! I wasn't paying attention. Oh, the graspers?
Nope, giants.
Giants.
Page 11,
Oh,
giants.
sorry. Okay, the giants. While the largest creatures of the sea are among the giants, they are not universally large. These merfolk resemble whales, dolphins, and other marine mammals. Also rude.
So basically, they're the mammal merfolk.
They're the assholes.
Probably. All right, Zio.
Trust me, they are.
Oh,
The
definitely.
next ones are graspers. These merfolk share the curiosity and the extra appendages to express it of octopus, squid, cuttlefish, and a word I cannot say.
Nautilus.
Nautilus.
Thank you. Nautilus.
All right. Definitely not the squid kids. Hi, next one.
Shut up. Squid kids.
Jellies. The jellies are fantastically diverse merfolk, resembling all families of Nidarians, jellyfish, anemones, coral, and parasites. They are united by their squishy bodies and tendrils.
Squish, squish.
Squish, squish.
Fun fact, I believe Nidarian refers to the stingers, especially on jellyfish. They look like hypodermic needles that sort of pop out.
Horrifying.
I'm not saying the thing that I want to say. Okay. The next one is shells, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, shells. Mostly crustaceans and some of their marine arthropod cousins, these merfolk all have protective shells to protect them from the dangers of the deep, because they need protection.
So basically, what Ceci would play if she were here.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
The next one is wigglers.
Nope, stars.
Wigglers.
Stars.
Stars? Oh, sorry. Stars. These merfolk are as varied as the stars in the sky, even if they're not all strictly star-shaped. They resemble starfish, urchins, sea cucumbers, sand dollars, and sea lilies.
I'm not sure how a half-human, half-starfish looks like, but that would be
I don't know what
interesting.
about half human,
basically-
half sea cucumber.
That, or you would have, think of a starfish, and then you stick half a human on top and glue them together. So the bottom half is just very flat and wide.
Yeah. I
Horrifying.
think I'm more worried about the urchins, though. Like, where do you put your hands? You put your hands down, and it's like, ow, ow, ow.
Well, urchins only have one orifice, and that's both their ass and their mouth. I really don't know how that one works. My guess is it would point upwards, and everything below you is just a spiky fucking ball.
Yeah, that
Horrifying.
was what I was picturing. A spiky ball with a half-human on top, and I'm just like, okay, that's disturbing. Never seen that in Mermaid.
Science!
Ugh.
Who was
Those
next?
are ones everyone avoids.
Oh, show.
It was me? I thought that
Oh,
it was
Zio.
Pi, because Pi.
No? Pie? Oh,
Nope.
pie.
Yeah, because
Sorry.
Zio did stars.
Wow.
Pie, oh, pie.
Oh, Pi.
You get the wigglers.
Yay, the wigglers.
Well, at least I would if I'd stop moving this PDF. Alright, wigglers. Wigglers are known for their exceptionally long, winding bodies. They resemble eels, lamprey, hagfish, worms, and sea snakes.
The snakes.
Snake, 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 snake.
All right, so I know one of you has already picked, so we'll go back to Zio now. You picked the classics, so you're half
Yes.
human, half boring mermaid.
Rude.
You can't have any negative traits, which I believe you already picked. And you get to choose 4 features out of a list that's like half a page long.
Oh, yes, I've already picked them out.
All
Of
right.
course you did.
So we're not going to read all of them because that's going to take like an hour.
A long
But
time.
Would not.
what 4 things? I did leave on your sheets to be able to place and keep track of these things. There's a box that says racial features above the global modifiers. You
Yeah,
can
I just
basically
put in
click
look.
plus add, and then you can add all your information there. If you get a move, you can add that to the moves at the bottom. All right. So what 4 things did you pick?
Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to point out my fish half is that of a lionfish, and that influenced a bit of the features I chose.
Oh god.
The first one she has is Venom. So a +2 when I attack or neutralize anyone. Second is immunity. I don't suffer any effects of venom or toxin. Then I have beautiful colors. I have a +2 when I lure a victim. And then the fourth I chose is called Strange Adaptation. And how this
Adaptation.
works, adaptation. And it's I can select a feature from any other playbook. And the one I chose is from Deep Ones, and I chose Hanging Lantern, which gives me another +3 when I lure a victim.
Oh god. Oh god.
So
All
if
right.
you do the math, I have a +5 to lure a victim, and that's also love, which I have a +2 in.
All right, so I'm gonna open up your lure victim, and there's a box beside the love, and you can actually put there 5. So now
Okay.
every time you roll that, it'll have the +5. You can also do that to the attack and neutralize, and just put the 2 in that box
Okay.
for your venom.
Terrifying.
All right, so we have a terrifying lionfish girl who is probably responsible for more than a few sailors' deaths.
Oh yes, probably.
Either
man.
of you two ready to pick your playbook?
Yeah. Kind
Okay.
of. I kind of wanted to be an apex.
Okay.
My hunt is indeed at least one. Wow. Yeah, the only head option I can choose, because my head is human, is Toothy. So it's a +2 when I attack and neutralize. I automatically get electroreception. When exploring an area, you can ask the GM, are there living creatures here? And the GM must answer yes or no, honestly, no matter on the result of a roll. On a 7 to 9, you can ask how many creatures, or how large is the biggest, and on a 10+, you can ask both additional questions. On my body, I'm not sure about the body yet. I've gotten it down to either...
Well, you can pick 2, so
Oh, I can pick 2. Oh, okay. Okay.
makes things a bit easier.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm going to pick Sleek, which is a +2 to chase down. And I'm going to pick... Damn. I'm going to pick Chimeric, which is you can only be discovered with explore an area or reached with a chase down on a 10+.
Nice.
I have to actually write these down now.
Yeah, and the racial features I already added Toothy, so you have
Okay.
to just add your body options.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you have then 2 find, 2 hunt, -1 love, +1 Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I
Pi.
honestly
Sorry, yes?
might take the one out of Genesis and put it into Hunt.
It's up
Because,
to
yeah. Nah.
I thought
Apexes
you
don't
couldn't
really...
do that.
You're right, you can't.
Oh.
You can only get...
Because I already
hunt.
had 2.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where if I put it 2 in Find and 1 in Hunt and then did the -1... I'm confused now. Because I did a -1 and then I put an additional 1 from my...
No, but you
Human
can't
mind.
willingly change Genesis or Corruption. Those come from your features, race,
Oh,
etc.
no, it was only Corruption that you couldn't add to.
Yeah, you can
Genesis,
put
you
to
can.
Yep.
Genesis, you can. So I'm just
it's
going
only
to add...
corruption that you can't.
Yeah. I'm just going to add to Hunt and take out of Genesis because I don't really think that magic is really...
All right. The only way you can get Hunt to 3 is if you
If I
chose
put
Hunt
to
from
find.
mind.
Yeah,
From your mind.
that's fine.
Okay. All right. So, Pi.
Alrighty. I've got like a third of what I'm doing. So, while the fight was between Deep Ones and Graspers, I am playing something similar in another thing. and I will leave that. So I am taking graspers for this lovely apocalyptic fishy monstrosity. And I'm not thinking cuttlefish or nautilus because while they're all nice and that, they seem kind of like cowards with their shells. So traits, find must be at least 1. I have a 2 in find, which is fine. I didn't even mean to do that, I swear.
Lies.
So I have +1 when finding human artifacts, and a +1 or +2 artifacts? Yes, because I had 2, 2 minus 1. For the body, I have it narrowed down to 3. I have to choose 2 options. The 3 options I get to pick 2 from are either 8 arms, so +2 when I inspect a thing, 2 tentacles, +2 when you attack and neutralize, and squishy. You can fit through any space large enough for your fist. Not gonna lie, this seems entertaining as hell.
Yes.
But on the other hand, I could have 10 appendages and hands.
Squishy!
Yeah, I know. That's why I kept that one on there.
Squishy is awesome. I say go with squishy and then go for the
And
most amount
either-
of arms.
I guess it'll be more of, are we going to be attacking and neutralizing things, or are we going to be inspecting a thing?
It sounds
More
like we're
often.
going to be attacking and neutralizing things, considering that Zio can lure them, I can chase them down.
Yeah,
and
but the
hunt
thing
them.
is, you already have a high attacker and someone who.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not going to be terribly bright. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Okay, we're going to go with 8 arms and squishy.
Awesome.
Now features.
I will put the stats in my sheet unless you want to do them.
I can
I'll
start
put them
doing that
after.
while you.
Okay. So for features, there's definitely a lot I need to narrow down still, but 2 options, and so far, either ink sac, which creates ink that inflicts a -2 to chase down and explore an area for anything targeting me. Excuse me. I could take water jet, which is a +2 when I chase down. Honestly, probably not, given that I'm kind of dumb. Hooks, inflict the stunned state for. Why the hell would I not do that?
Well,
Stunned
she has
state for
one.
3 when you successfully attack and neutralize. Tool use, while making any move, you can inspect a thing for free. Venom, +2 to attack and neutralize when you attack and neutralize, or bioluminescence, which is the same as the deep ones, except for you don't get their extra bit, and that is bioluminescence is you create light that eliminates any visual impediment to find moves for you and your allies, and grants a +1 when you or an ally explore an area or inspect a thing. This light commonly draws unwanted attention, so you can also create light on a special wavelength, usually red, honestly. Only you can see, only you benefit from it, but the light is also too invisible to all other creatures, including your allies. So I can have normal light bulb, red light bulb, and off.
And you have to pick how many of those? 2.
2. I'm not going to take water jet, because why would I do that?
To move faster?
Yes, but if you move faster, you can't find any more stuff. So the real question is, honestly, I'm not going to take ink sac for the same reason. That's just going to make everything dirty.
You did skip one. Colossal is another option.
I already started narrowing those down as
okay.
you and Show were talking. Yes, I could be colossal, except for no. So now I have it down to hooks, inflict stunned for free, tool use, inspect a thing for free when using any move, which seems OP as hell. Venom is venomous, and light bulb.
I mean, honestly, the hook sounds awesome. Like
Hook sounds
that's
amazing.
yeah. And if you have hooks, hey, something you can do for free. It would almost make sense for you to have
Yep.
tool use. So hey, you can do another thing for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then I can't be a light bulb.
You already have me as a light bulb.
True.
But would you be my personal light bulb? No.
No. Oh, maybe hooks and bioluminescence then?
The real question is, what do you inspect a thing for when you're looking for it? No, that'd be explore. It's just if you find something already.
It's when you have something and you want to determine attributes of a subject. So it can be either item, creature, or your area. So small cave, a chamber, undersea.
So like, I found an area, or I found a dead body. What can I know about it? Kind
Exactly.
of thing?
Yeah. So on a success, you get the properties, history, value, and their current state. At a cost, you get one of those. And if you miss, then I describe something negative about them, and that's all you get.
All right, I am taking hooks and tool use because I'm going to be inspecting all of the things.
Are you a hoarder?
Yes.
I'm an octopus.
So yes.
A thing for
Excuse
each.
me.
A thing for
I'm
each puss.
mischievous. I escape fish tanks,
you're an
go
octoling?
across the hallway to screw with the scientists, and occasionally escape. These are actual
So you're
things
an
that octopodes have done.
Oh my god,
You're an
octopuses are so
octoling.
cute. They're so cute.
So we have an octoling, a lionfish, and what is
A
yours?
shark thing. Probably a sharky thing.
Sharky.
Yeah.
So you have the shark guy
It's
who's
toothy.
basically going to be protecting you guys while someone investigates everything.
I mean, I have a pretty high find. I'll probably be looking for things to eat.
So my hunt is actually rather terrifying too, I think.
Oh.
What is it?
My hunt is already at 3 and I haven't put any of the features.
How?
Because I have human
Plus
mind,
2 in mind.
which is
yeah.
+1. So I had a +2, now I have +3. And I have hooks, and
Oh god.
yeah. Oh, and by the way, I'm squishy, so it can't really escape because I'll just like squeeze myself after it.
That's horrifying.
All right, I put the 8 arms
Karu?
in squishy, but yes?
Okay. I was just gonna ask how far you had gotten.
Yep, I just put the 2 first ones, so you can put the second ones. And I think that's it for character creation.
Yay!
So
We are a horrifying trio.
Yep.
Nom, nom, nom.
Reminder to all of you, while this is a one shot, we may be playing again if when Taylor comes out with possibly a beta version. So I would suggest you keep track of your XP.
Okay. How do we gain XP?
Every time you roll a 6 or under, you gain an experience point.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Wait. Only if we roll a 6 or under?
Yes,
So basically, if we
You
fuck
fail.
shit up, we gain experience and learn from it.
exactly.
Oh my god. I'm totally going to expect things by biting them. That's what
Okay.
sharks do.
So
Can I eat it?
That took about an hour. That's pretty
Actually,
much.
less than that, considering we had
had
to stop for a while.
Yeah, that happened. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right, all right, all right.
All right.
Oh my god.
I am not stalling at all.
I am totally looking forward to biting things.
Hey, Karu,
Yes.
how much of the text underneath the moves shows up when I poke it? For example, where would I put the statement? Inflict stunned for free if successful.
You can put that in either trigger or details. All of it shows, except it only shows what you rolled for the
Yeah,
success at a cost miss part.
How do I put in the modifier to attack neutralize?
See where it says roll and then it says hunt, and then there's a box that says +0. You can change that 0. Click on the plus on the beside the attack and neutralize.
Aha. Okay, I thought that was the thing to roll.
Nope, you roll by clicking the name.
Oh, you already added the +2.
Yep. But it's good for you to check.
Mm-hmm.
I think someone had a move option from your class.
Yes, I have sleek.
So you want to add that by pressing the plus
to
add at the
chase
bottom.
down. Well, it's chase down. Oh,
No, that's not a move. I meant
No.
someone has an actual move.
well, I have +2 to chase downs. Oh my god.
Was it you?
I cannot fail a chase down.
Oh yes, you do. You have electroreception. That's a move.
Yes. I actually put that in race features instead by accident, so I can just copy and paste it.
Yeah, so what you want to do is you add a move.
Yeah. Why is it not letting me add it? Okay. Thank you. Move name, electroreception.
I keep opening Garm's sheet
Aww.
and then wonder why it's blank.
It's like, goddamn, show, what did you do?
Yeah, I'm like, show, why is your oh wait, wrong sheet.
Hey.
Oh, I know why it is, because he named his character Aegir, like Aegis. So I keep thinking that's your character. All right, so what you want to do is what you get on a +10, you write in the +10 box. So you can ask both additional questions. On 7-9, you say you put the 2 questions you can ask. Oh, you might want to put both questions in the success.
I'm doing that. Yeah,
so that you can actually remember.
I'll put or for the 7 to 9 and the 10 plus.
Yeah, and that text you wouldn't have to write in the the details. I would put the base text and the details, not in the trigger, because trigger is I can do this thing when something happens.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So trigger, you explored an area, would be the trigger. All right, so you will do that. All right, so we all have our characters. Finland, Kelby, and.
Give me like a minute.
All right.
I mean, keep going and come back.
Also, it's Finland, no D.
Yes.
I'm not the country, thank you.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, Finn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Finn, Kelby. That works. Kelpie?
Kelby.
All right. So, you all are, what, friends? Living in a village? How do you know each other?
Pretty sure that Finn and Kelby have hunted together before. Likely,
Probably.
actually, even
She lures them in and Finn does
And
the
dirty work.
finishing blow. Because Kelby is basically the typical mermaid of, I lure things in and you fucking die.
Nom nom nom. And I bite them. A lot. Ooh. Uzlak. Nifty.
I like it. So I was like, where do
Apparently
you...
a boy name that means determined and curious individual.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That is cute as hell. Alright, Ozlak, where do you fit into the picture?
I probably shouldn't, but everyone thinks I'm mostly harmless because if a fish could have their nose in a book, except for not a book, it would be that. It would be, oh, it's terrifying. It's, why is it staring at the rock in the middle of nowhere? It's been there for an hour.
So,
All right, then.
are you basically the collector part that was Ariel in The Little Mermaid?
So I almost named myself Salem, as in a cat, because curiosity killed the cat, satisfaction brought him back. I'm fairly certain that Finland is the only reason that curiosity has not killed this stupid little mermaid.
Probably. Probably. Because Finland probably killed it first.
And I probably vaguely know Kelby as, I need a light bulb!
Again?
Yes, again, it's dark!
Maybe carry around a light.
I did find a light. Where's the light?
Also, I will say the part of Kelby that glows is basically the, you know how lionfish have those, they're not really needles.
Oh, yes. I know.
The stripes on those are what glow.
Nice.
I like it.
Oh, wow.
You're like your very own rave.
Yep.
Also, lionfish
Yes.
are awesome.
And
Yeah.
terrifying.
I've actually drawn a lionfish mermaid.
Yes, you have.
I have. So,
Yes. you have.
topsiders are constantly building things and then letting them loose in the ocean, only to be claimed. And then they just sink to the bottom. Hell, there's even talk of sometimes whole sunken cities, if you're lucky, which end up being claimed by merfolk and just turned into their own cities because, hey, everything's already built. Yay!
Uh-huh.
They're so great. There's stuff everywhere.
Everything is all new again.
I suspect Ozlak probably has an ear to whenever someone goes, hey, something new showed up.
Ping.
Followed by, where did he? He's already gone.
But we didn't tell you where it was.
No, it's probably Ozlak goes to find us and is like, we need to go here, we need to go here, we need to go here, we need to go
Where
here.
is here? I don't know. I didn't stay long enough to hear.
Oh yeah, I knew I forgot something.
So, the newest information Ozlak has gathered is that there is a massive metal behemoth?
Yes.
Hey, I got it. A huge ship that seems to have sunken recently nearby. However, this one hasn't. It's actually no, it hasn't been recent, but it was found recently. But everyone who was near it decided that it was not the best idea to approach it because they could feel a source of pulsing corruption within. And most merfolk don't like corruption, so they went, let's not explore this dangerous thing.
What? That's lame.
And Ozlak does not care about that, I bet.
Yep.
Care about what?
Corruption.
Yeah, don't touch her for too long. We'll be fine.
Fair enough.
Let's go see what kind of food we can find around too.
Well, luckily you don't actually start hungry, but yes.
Well, says you. I'm always looking to eat something.
Of course you are.
Yep.
Alright, so you have learned the location of this vessel. You've also heard that the place has been, they knew it was there, and it has been gone through for treasures, but then it just got claimed by the silt of the floor, and no one was really interested in it until just a couple of days ago, when it started to emit the strange pulse. And no one knows what it is, but they're kind of wary of it, and everyone's like, yeah, why don't we send Ozlak and his group to figure out what it is?
Gee, thanks.
If we get attacked, I'll eat you.
You say that to everyone.
Won't you eat the thing that attacks you
He's
Yeah.
always hungry.
I mean, isn't that why we send you? Like, we're giving you an option to find something and attack it and kill it.
Yeah,
Possibly.
but he's always hungry.
Don't eat it if it's corrupted. Then it'll corrupt you.
I'll still kill it. And then
Yes.
since you said I couldn't eat it, I'll come back and I'll take a bite out of you. Fair game.
No.
Yep.
No.
This is why I'm able to hang out with him. He died trying to eat me.
You look too bony for me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Alright then. So what do you want to do?
That over there? See
Yeah, I
what we can
guess.
see.
Yep. Did we lose Pie? Ah! I think we lost her.
I think so.
Mm,
She doesn't seem to be able to hear us. We've been having a lot of technical difficulties,
yeah,
and it
we
hasn't
have-
even been this alpha game.
Oh.
It hasn't been the alpha game yet. Alright, we'll wait for Pie's routers doing the
Oh.
wait womp.
Walk wake. Bleep bloop.
Oh my god, it's basically a battle royale of whose internet is going to survive the longest.
We lost Garm first.
I was next. Who will be claimed?
Not me, there's no storm here.
Yeah, but knowing your luck, the dog will like eat the cable for the router or something.
Oh dude, if she did that, I would kick her out.
Oh please, you love her too much to kick her out.
I'd kick her out of the back room.
Yeah, there you go.
That's about as far as I can kick her out. Maybe into the backyard for a couple minutes so she can run herself ragged and then go to bed.
Yeah.
It's almost her bedtime anyway.
Well, while we wait for Pie, reminder that we are giving out tidbits of a campaign we're going to be running in August called Chain of Awakening, based off of the Legend of Zelda franchise. And if you go right now to Twitter at McGardyRPG, you'll see the pinned tweet is about Tika, our first introduction of a character played by Zio. And she's answering any and all questions sent her way, unless they're spoilery, in which case you'll just get a, this is a spoiler, try again.
Basically. I'll give out maybe something vague of a hint, but you will not get accurate information. But we've got a couple good questions so far about her that I've been able to properly answer. And if you're interested in asking more, feel free.
So that's there. Tika is pretty cool readout.
The next character silhouette will be appearing on Monday, yes?
Yes, Monday.
And then we will reveal their full reference and information on Wednesday.
Yep. Wednesday after we play Magic Monsters.
And then they will also be open for questions, so yeah. Keep
Yes.
checking back.
Help
from
us,
Retro.
help our players figure out their own characters, because I think
Hey,
question and
yeah.
answers actually works better than just here, think of your character and make up
People
stuff.
asking different questions will help figure stuff out you didn't really think of.
Yep.
I mean, I hadn't thought of why Tika played the lyre. I just thought it was cool, and now I know why she plays the lyre.
And you can ask questions about Tika or her race, because we're community building the races and what they've been up to in our world of Hyrule.
Yeah, there's bits and pieces. We're just gonna keep adding so much information.
Hey, the more we have, the more interesting it gets.
Sure enough. And Show is also playing a character there, and so is Pi. So you'll get to see more characters as things go along, and while he's not here, Garm is also one of our players.
Yep.
Yep, poor Garm.
I do feel bad for Garm.
Lost his internet. The most terrible thing that can happen to a gamer.
Well, he lost power, which is even worse.
Yeah, that's worse than losing your internet.
Yeah.
At least if you just lose your internet, you can play stuff offline. But no, he had to lose all his power.
Yeah, he
Yep.
contacted us on his phone. He was like, yeah, guys, I'm done.
Things have happened. I'm not going to be back for a while.
Yup.
Oh my god, really?
Pie is taking a while. Or
The
more,
internet hates us today.
or more
Seems
should
that
I
way.
say the router hates us.
The router hates us.
Man, I was looking forward to biting things.
You'll get your chance.
Will he?
I'm just hoping none of you decide to use Call Upon Friends.
Why?
Call Upon Friends lets you, depending on how much you roll, get a group, either one large creature, a pod of small, medium-sized creatures, or a school of small creatures that will arrive, and they get.
Never actually put that in there.
Yep, it's one of the Genesis spells.
Oh,
That's
you
why.
realize I don't. Oh, I didn't
Oh,
think
look,
we
the
had.
thing we're going to have to do now just to mess with Karu.
Oh shush.
Well, it's a good thing that I don't have any bonuses to that.
Basically, if you do that, you have to create a new character that basically joins you for either a turn until they're scared or hit, or for the rest of the game. So you get a DMPC basically.
Oh my god.
Hey Zio, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Be an asshole to Karu?
Yep.
You guys suck.
Nah. To be fair, you totally brought this on yourself.
I mean, if you do that, you might not be able to then restore lost life, which basically lets you resurrect someone that dies.
Eh.
Because you only get one spell unless you reconnect to the source.
I mean, I might. If somebody dies, I might just them.
Well, there is. I think it was. Was it Read the Entrails? Yeah. If Read the Entrails, no, that
No,
one.
that's
gains...
a corruption. That's a corruption.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about corruption. There, I think that's.
Something Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, well, yeah, I can do that. So apparently, someone smashed into the fiber optic cable in the area, so her internet is dead. She can join us on phone, but will not be able to join us on Roll20. Luckily, this game is not very map intensive. By that, I mean there is no map. So.
This can be done. At least this way, viewers will also be able to see how the character sheet works and shit. But yeah, apparently, this game is cursed for us on the terms of internet access.
Amazing.
Warning to anyone who tries testing out this alpha, if your internet goes out, it might actually be cursed. This will become the tabletop that must not be named.
What was her character's name?
Oslac.
Oslac with a C.
OSLAC. Yep.
Okay, because she hadn't changed it on her sheet. Let me just.
This is so exciting.
There you go.
Oh. Really?
What? I was
Oh
just
god, I feel so bad for Pi.
I feel so bad for Pi.
Why,
Somebody else
because
roll for her.
Excuse you?
Here, let me show you kindness. That's the point. That's the point, because it's a love related, and I have no love.
You want to see something really scary? Let's see how this works.
Woo!
Holy crap.
Oh. Oops, I did the wrong thing. Boop. Yum.
Yeah. Kelpie is terrifying when it comes to lure a victim, guys, because the lowest I can roll is 9.
Which is terrifying. And I'm
Yeah,
not sure how
the
that-
lowest I can roll is a 7 for attack and neutralize.
Yep.
Hi, Pie.
Hi, bye.
Am I talking or am I on push to talk?
You're
We can
talking.
hear you talking.
You're talking. You're on your phone, aren't you?
Yes.
All right.
It's
Keep
just been a while since I've messed with settings.
Ah.
Do you want me to try and make the output louder? Or
No,
should I
you're
just
you're
good.
already loud. I'm
You're fine.
adjusting your volume as it is.
Alright.
I think
No, you're
that's
fine.
good.
Saying stuff so that Karu can mess with the slider bits and things and
Yeah,
doodle
I think we're
bopper.
good. You're about as loud as show is now.
Hey.
You still, do you
Ouch.
still have the PDF, Pie, so you can see all the different things, even if you can't see roll 20?
I
Roll
did
20?
in fact save the PDF.
Cool.
Okay, awesome.
Roll20 does have an app, but I think it works better on a tablet than a phone.
Yes.
It does.
I don't think you can install it on a phone because the phone screen is just too small. But yes, I have your sheet open, and we will. I can roll for you.
Hilariously, I also have the sheet open. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so I can roll for you, but at least you can see your sheet.
Yep.
Cool. All right, so where were we? Oh, yes. You guys were going to explore the behemoth.
Behemoth.
Behemoth, right?
Behemoth. Yes,
That
thing.
thing.
I mean, we are inspecting a thing.
You are indeed inspecting a thing, and I am not going to let all of you inspect a thing, or in general do a thing, because that kind of makes
Redundant.
the roll useless. So when we do a move, one of you does a move. So you guys approach this large warship. You can immediately tell it seems like it's half sunken into the silt of the ocean floor. It is very round, so it looks more like a submarine than a warship. Not that you as mer people possibly know exactly the difference, but this is a very round battleship. One thing that immediately attracts your attention is that there is no human writing on the outside. Which is kind of odd because humans seem to really like writing shit on their stuff.
I would like to ask if there are any living creatures here, aside from us, and use electroreception.
Okay. You want to roll it just so we can... Gives me an
It
idea
does
of...
Oh boy!
Wow.
I want to know how many creatures are here, and how big is the biggest creature?
Okay.
And you have to answer truthfully.
All right. The area is pretty devoid of larger creatures. So you have small schools of fish and like marine animals. It seems like most have kind of just gradually begun leaving the place. So the closer you get to the warship, the less life you feel. However, from deep inside, you do feel some kind of medium-sized creature.
Oh. I'm gonna tell the rest that there's something alive in there. And it's probably a good meal.
No, it's probably whatever's causing the corrupted thing.
Yeah, no, nobody cares about this. What is this thing?
I don't know. You explore it. Tell us what you think.
I guess.
Do you want to
kinda
explore
want-
an area or inspect the warship itself?
What does explore an area give?
Explore an area gives you...
Discover.
it lets you discover something human, habitat, danger, destruction, natural resource, a mystery. So it's basically big things. You already know the ship is
it's
there.
kind of
so.
find a thing, as opposed to inspect said thing.
Inspect will give you more information on the thing that you're inspecting.
I want to do that because why is this here? Why did the thingy start?
All right, so we'll roll inspect.
Oh my god,
gosh.
we're
Wow.
terrifying.
You got a 15.
So, you're inspecting the warhead, right? The warship. It is not a warhead. It is a warship.
Oh dear.
You get the subject's properties, history, value, and current state.
What are those things, Karu?
All right, so yeah, you're you know a bit more about this, and you're like, yeah, this is definitely what humans call a submarine. It is uniquely smooth, and you know that this has been here for actually a generation or two. So there is probably not much treasure to be found. As you're exploring, as you're inspecting this, you also feel that well, for one, there's no signs of corruption from the outside. It looks perfectly safe. Besides the remnants that always cling to human warships, because humans like doing stupid things and corrupting everything around them. It is unusually large and uniquely rounded. And the pulse seems to be originating from inside. And possibly, like, directly center of it. You also know that there is a couple of entry points. Most of them probably too small for your friends. Though nothing that would stop you, of course. There's a couple of portholes, and the entrance from the top of the ship, which usually is at the top, is half buried in silt.
How, if this thing has been here for a generation or two or so, how durable is it?
Very.
So sharp, pointy teeth, fish are friends over here, can't like bite through it.
It's made of very thick metal.
Yeah, I'd probably break a tooth. I likely
Grow
also
back
have
in a
already. Actually, in like 3 days, thank you.
I was gonna say they found license plate in shark stomachs.
Oh yeah. Oh, huh. I would. Damn it, no.
You're not fully a shark.
I'm just, it is possible, but okay. I'm gonna tell the others mostly that this is a submarine. This is the humans. It's fun on the outside. There's a thing in the middle. It might be a ghost. It's totally gonna be cool though.
It's alive.
Well, we need to find a way to get in that all three of us can fit through.
Well, I'll just have to go scouting.
That's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, a very bad idea. I'm going to.
I mean, go ahead if you want, but it's going to be a bad idea, and we won't be able to help you.
Go.
Yeah. Nope.
Can I just start swimming around the submarine and try and find an entrance somewhere?
Yeah, I would like to try and find an entrance, and I also would like to just kind of very discreetly take a little nibble to see how durable. Hey, that's how sharks test things.
So Oslak did not mention the fact that he knows exactly where the entrance that they'd fit is.
Of course Oslak did.
Well, they might disturb the ghost, and then it'll move, and then
It's not a ghost, it's living.
You don't know if it's a ghost or not.
I do.
Anyways,
So I can tell that it's living.
I'm swimming around the sub.
All right.
Ghosts are living and dead, so we could both be right.
Is that a thing?
So this sounds more like you're exploring an area and looking for an entrance.
Okay.
All right. So you get to choose from the list of options. You get to choose what you find, basically.
None of those are an entrance.
This is true.
You can choose an entrance as, like...
Yeah, I'm looking for a way into this sub.
Okay. The way this system works is
Chomp.
once you get the option to do something, you get to decide how things work for that role. So you can describe to me that you found something, for example, a hole or something that was hidden in some way.
Okay.
So collaborative.
Okay. So, as those two are arguing about whether the thing is living or not and crap like that, I basically swim away and start looking for an actual way in. And, I mean, this thing had to have sunk because it was damaged, probably. So, I'm probably going to find the hole that made this thing sink.
Okay. So hidden by kelp, maybe, so it wasn't immediately obvious. You find like a crack in the metal wall of this submarine. It looks a bit jagged on the entrance, but probably big enough for you and Finn to wiggle in.
Finn, Oslak, come over here, please.
What?
And stop trying to bite the ship. Sub, whatever.
I only did it once.
What color, by the way, was this thing?
It's your typical submarine gray.
I don't think that's a typical.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Stop biting the ship!
But it's metallic. It reminds me of
Yeah,
blood.
I can hear every time you take a bite because it goes clang.
Boom, boom.
Can I take a peek inside? What do I see?
You see darkness.
No, I don't. I glow.
I was waiting for you to say that.
I glow. I'm the one who glows here.
Oh, gee. That's weird.
You see a lot of silt. You're now inspecting a thing or exploring. Are you looking for something to discover, or do you want to know more about the surroundings?
Considering how explore an area is described, I'm going to explore an area because I really want to see if I see any immediate danger.
Okay.
Oh.
Actually, I get two. So immediate anything dangerous, and a habitat. Because there's something here. I want to see if I can tell anything about what might be living in here.
Okay. So you look inside, and with your glowy light, you see a handful of human skeletons floating in the water.
I grab a bone.
They seem to have been picked clean. Evidence that there have been scavengers and squatters that have come here and gone.
Mm-hmm.
Very carefully you make your way inside and can tell that, at least in this area where you are now, there used to be a family of clams or some kind of shellfish life that have since decided that this place isn't all that safe and made their way out.
Mm-hmm. I still grab a bone. I swim back out through the entrance, lift it up in not really the air, but higher up so the others can see it and be like, "Hey, Finn, I found you something."
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I throw it at Finn.
I catch it in my mouth and I take a bite. Because, goddamn.
I mean, it's a pretty old bone.
Is there any marrow left? Probably not.
No.
Yeah. Can I tell how old it is?
Centuries.
Kelly
Fossilized.
just has a grin on her face.
Well, not centuries, but, like 100 years old.
Yeah, Kelby has a grin on her face as she's watching. She knew that would
Gross.
happen.
I want to take one of the femurs, or the femuri, and I have to wave it like a stick.
You have found a
I've
stick.
seen swords.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I wonder if you could sharpen that.
I don't know, but I'm gonna poke Finn with it.
That works.
I'll bite
Ooh,
you if you do
I
that.
grab another bone as well.
You start poking the sand.
I grab a. If there's any left, I want to grab a rib.
Okay.
Humans have lots of ribs.
So you grab a rib and start using it as a rake? Or is it just one rib or a rib cage?
Just one rib. I just want to stick with me.
All right. So, Ozlak, you said you were using your stick to, jab at the silt.
I
thought he was going to poke at Finn.
Yeah, I thought so too.
That works.
I will warn you, if you do that too much, I might bite you. Grin.
I would like to explore an area with my newfound stick friend and inspect a thing for free.
Okay. Go for it. Oh, wait, I have to press it.
Go for it.
Look, I've rolled a 7. So you get subject's properties, history, value, or current state.
How did you manage to get a 7? Don't I have a +5?
Yeah, she rolled a 1 and a 2, and you have a +4.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is why it was concerning when Karu offered to roll for you.
Yeah.
So, an item, creature, immediate area, such as a small cave, chamber, or undersea garden. What do you want to know?
Thing. Item.
Okay. So you want to know something about an item? Which item?
My new stick went tink, and it seems to be a whole bunch of sticks put together, but it's not a thingy-mabob or doohickey-whatsits. It's none of the sticks are in the same direction. They're just sort of a mess that I've never seen yet.
Yeah, you start sticking, and it looks like almost it was arranged there, and you start poking at it and trying to figure it out, and as you do, you kind of accidentally make it all clatter to the ground. And you hear from the upper shadows someone go, "Hey! That was mine. What are you doing? It took me hours to fix."
That took you hours. Really? That took you hours.
Look, it was a work of art. I've been gathering sticks and putting them together. I was making a castle.
I mean, the sticks are all there. You can do it again. You can make it better this time. Also,
You
who
really
are
want to
you?
use rocks instead of sticks for castles, because sticks just fall down. Don't you know anything?
Well, but what's the point? You just don't
Who are
understand art. And from the shadows of the upper corner, you see a hermit crab come down from the ceiling. He looks pretty old. And he just looks at you all.
Closely.
What are you all doing here? I finally got rid of everyone else. I was very happy here in my new home where no one was bothering me, and then you 3 whippersnappers show up and destroy my art.
I didn't destroy your art. Thank you very much.
Is this a medium-sized creature?
Corruption?
Yes. What corruption? I don't care about corruption. Do I look corrupted to you? I'm not corrupted. Are you?
Oh,
he
good.
looks more corrupted than I do, and he points at Ozlak with a...
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this place. Haven't you noticed that it feels icky?
So?
Do you know what's causing it?
No, I just know it keeps everyone away, except you guys.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, we need to know where it is. The sooner we know where it is, the sooner we can leave. And then you can be all alone.
No, we can't leave.
What?
By the way, I don't think I ever said, but the monster for face. If anyone...
Robot.
You're cutting out half the time, Pi. maybe try moving closer to the mic.
Or
How about now?
Well, that sentence came out clear.
yep. Hey,
Okay, I was basically trying to not do the voice activity because I can hear everything in my room. But that's all right then.
sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
we
so
can
I don't
only
think
hear
I
you,
said
so.
earlier, but the bit of Ozlak's face that is monstrous. If you've ever played StarCraft Brood War,
Oh.
there are these things called terrasks.
Oh.
They essentially have really, really long blades for fangs, but they don't go up and down. They go like a scissors and side to side.
That is horrifying.
I'll put a picture in Discord somewhere and tag you, Karu,
Oh
and you
my
can put it on
god.
screen.
That's.
So yeah, he's like, no, I don't care about a bit of corruption. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere, and it's deeper that way. And as long as it stays there, then I'm fine, and it'll keep people away. So don't go poking at it, or you might make it explode outwards. And
now
then where will we all be?
Oh man. Finn is kind of like leaning forward now. He's been slinking closer to the hermit crab as everybody's been talking. Sniff.
Covered or uncovered?
Sniff.
How does the
There's a lot of liquid.
uncovered?
God damn it.
He
He
turns
just
to
wants
you
to-
and just like pokes at you nose with a spiny leg. Get away from me, young man.
Why?
Because the next time I might go and, poke you with these. And he just snaps his pincers together. I've heard you shark types have very sensitive noses.
We also have very sharp teeth.
Yes, and I have very hard shells. Now go away.
All this looking and searching's made me a little bit hungry.
That's nice. Believe me, you don't want to eat me.
Why is that?
More crunch than meat.
Can I inspect a thing? I want to see if he actually is more crunch than meat.
Go for it.
That's amazing.
Come on, inspect a thing. Actually roll. Oh! I don't know. I kind of want
Okay.
to take a bite and find out.
You inspect a thing and notice that his claws seem really, really sharp, and his he has chosen a shell that is very pointy, and you kind of recognize those points to be from things that tend to have venom in them.
Ooh. Hey. Osby. Or Ozlak. Look at these things.
Are you pointing at his
Things?
shell?
Yep.
Look, that is not a thing. That is my shell. You will leave it alone.
Look, it's a thing and it's poisonous. Probably.
But is it poisonous or is it? If it pokes us, or one will be dangerous if it pokes
Wait,
us, and the other
why
will be
did it-
dangerous if you eat it.
Double
Hey, you
click.
could eat it and find out. Eh?
You know, it'd probably be easier if I just ate you. Anyway. Also ignore the second roll. That was
Yeah.
roll 20 lagging. Dang it.
It was about to roll, but
It was a better roll. I'm so annoyed. Anyway. Well, whatever. We came here to inspect a thing, so let's go inspect a thing.
I am not going to let you guys pass.
Oh.
if you go and inspect whatever that corruption is, it might get worse. And that is not what I want. So, shoo, shoo, shoo.
You know, if you keep waving that at me, I might actually bite it.
Don't try me.
Oh, I really kind of want to bite it just because he's trying to egg me on. I also don't want to do this while Zio isn't here.
All right, what's happening?
Well, the crab is trying to shoo us away, and I told him that if he kept waving that thing in my direction, I'd bite it.
By thing, he means the claw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm swimming past the crab and just going farther into the sub.
If he tries to stop her, I am going to bite him.
I'm just gonna wiggle my way through.
Is
It's
he
not like
really
you can
gonna
make a small
try
enough
and touch
space.
me? I have venomous spines across my whole body.
Yeah, he is going to try and chase you down. And that is Ozlak, not me.
Oh, wow. That was a great roll, too. Too bad.
Well, I rolled a 6 and a 4, so that is a 10. So I still I still get a 10.
Yeah. I would like to chase it down.
Alright, go for it. Oh my gosh. Alright, so you also managed to chase this poor hermit crab down.
Yeah,
Okay,
and I'd like to
Karu.
bite it.
Yes.
As he tries to follow me, can I try using War Victim to make it look like I go down one hallway when I actually go down a different one?
Sure.
You're terrible. I love it.
Oh my god, that was only a 6.
13.
Okay, so you make it seem as if you go down one hallway and he goes down that hallway chased by Finland while you go down the other hallway. And he just goes and like snaps his claws to catch you and basically snaps nothing as Finland
Yeah.
what two
I'ma bite
options?
him.
You're
I'm gonna bite him.
Are you going completely unnoticed? You get two options.
Oh. Crap.
Oh,
Yes. Yes. Completely unnoticed and just in time.
Alright, so completely unnoticed, you come in from behind and you want to attack and neutralize him now?
Yes.
Go for it. Okay,
Can I
so you rolled a
follow her?
12. So you get to choose 3 options from there.
Okay. Target takes a wound
Okay,
twice.
alright.
And what does stun do again?
Stun
Minus-
is -2 forward.
Alright. Well, it's character takes a wound twice and or target takes a wound twice and character does not take a wound. Because
Okay.
I don't want to get hurt. Forget that.
Yeah,
I know exactly where to bite.
Yep. So you bite down just as he tries to catch Kelby, realizes that it is an illusion, and then you come in from behind and bite at his pincers so that he cannot attack you back.
Yep.
And he is quite wounded now, and he goes, "Ah! No! Let me go! Stop it!"
I want to do it again.
Show! Don't
Sorry.
kill him!
I'm hungry!
I'm gonna try and convince him not to eat the hermit crab because the
Yeah,
hermit
me
crab
too, 'cause
could
that's
answer
evil.
things.
But
Evil.
he already tastes... Well, I'm a shark! I eat things and now he's bleeding! Which makes me
Well,
want to eat
okay.
him more.
I want to ask him questions first, and then you can eat them.
How will you not eat him? We're not the bad guys here.
I'm a shark! I want to eat!
Are you my friends with the shark again?
Because
Alright, so your attack probably
I
bit
don't know.
off at least one of his pincers and a couple
cool.
of legs.
Alright, then I'm gonna be like, well, ask him a question
Wait, aren't you hungry
while I
now?
chew. What? No, I'm eating, though. Karu, would I have to eat until full?
No.
Or
I mean,
eat
you're
until
not
full?
you're not necessarily hungry right now.
Well,
Okay.
pursuing a target, he chose 2 options. The option he didn't choose was
But
Without being
because now I
hungry.
have something in my mouth. And that's why I was like, can I feed until full?
Oh, right, you're right.
But you
So
oh, that's so wrong. That is wrong.
I'm an apex. legs. What did you expect?
I mean, you've
Just bite off a claw. Can't they grow those back?
I mean, I did bite off a claw and a couple
yep,
legs.
you did. So you could chew on that.
Ask your questions while I eat this.
Did you break it off at least so you're not like gnawing on
Okey-dokey.
him?
Eventually.
Yeah, whatever. So, the longer and more detailed answers you get, the longer this will take, and then he can't eat you. Did you do anything funny that started this?
No, I didn't do.
Loud crunch. And slurping noises.
You know, with all of these wiggly bits, and I'm going to do the wave with my tentacles, I could stop the bleeding, and then he wouldn't be smelling blood everywhere, and that could be helpful.
Noisy
It
slurp.
sounds like you're showing kindness.
No, I wanted to bribe him with mend the wounded.
Okay. Well, that still sounds like you're showing kindness. Showing kindness is the interaction one.
Mm.
Huh.
This is gonna go great. You rolled a 7, so the target is
not
agreeable to your intentions, but expects some reciprocation, which in this case is, don't eat me, but I will answer your questions.
Seems useful.
And you're gonna heal me.
Yes.
Alright. So maybe when I was poking around, and I will in a second, maybe when I was poking around, I maybe pressed something that kind of like moved on this thing inside deeper in, and then like the pulse maybe started, it illuminated like your friend over there, and he points at Kelby, and that, yeah, not my fault.
Ooh, you found what they call a bouton.
Sure, we'll call it that.
For viewers, he found a button.
A bouton.
It's spelled just like button. I wonder if it's next to the escape
found a
hatch.
butt. He found a butt.
Poke the butt.
Poke the butt.
So anyways, this like red light started flashing, and I decided to leave it alone, but since then that corruption has been like pulsing, and it doesn't seem to be leaving that like area, so we're fine. You just don't
For
have
now.
to open that door.
Corruption spreads at some point, and you know that. Why didn't you at least go to the city and tell people this had happened?
Because the others already did and left me alone, and that was perfect.
They didn't say the cause of it.
No, because they all left before I told them anything.
So no one could actually say what happened.
Right.
So no one could tell us, which means you should have gone and told us.
Hey, since everybody left, no one will know that you're still here.
Your friend said you wouldn't eat me.
My friend said they wouldn't eat you.
Then they're
What?
giving us information.
Look, I told you what you need to know. I can show you the way.
Show the way then. Lead the way.
How about I make him stop bleeding so that Finn here can think about something else other than his stomach.
But
That
no,
works.
I like that smell.
Finn, go that way. And
No.
and Kelby's
No,
gonna point away from the path.
no.
Kelpie, go herd him that way.
Okay. Kelby's gonna go and be like, Finn, we need to go the other way. No more eating
No, but
someone
that's-
who's
It's like
helping
herding a
us.
cat.
No, but he,
Nope. No more fighting.
no,
Bad, Finn. Bad.
no.
I
I
want
want.
the snoot.
Hey,
Bad Finn.
All right, so you're gonna mend the wounded, Oslak?
I will
This
laugh.
really should be Kelby doing this, but all right, let's see how it goes.
What more?
Did I just get like a 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually.
Oh God.
You got a 3.
You really should ask Kelby for help.
You have a -1 in love. I'm not sure why you're surprised.
not
no
sure
damage
why.
is repaired, and a complication is discovered.
Is he
I
bleeding
didn't
worse?
Make a complication.
Is he bleeding worse?
No, it's just he's getting like woozy. He's losing too much blood.
Oh my gosh.
Or
So I
the,
was like,
is the
exactly how do you think you're mending this guy that...
Well, you just sort of pinch the two bits together until they stick together, and then it stops. Except for, apparently, you can't pinch
Splurt.
together these bits because they're hard
Shell.
shells and they don't stick together. Help me!
So you try to like pinch together the like half broken
Chicken's gonna get dry.
claw, and instead of like stopping the bleeding, you pull it from its socket. It's like,
Chase it down! Chase it down!
Kelby's gonna swim over to the crab and try and mend, while Ozlak can distract Finn.
Nope.
on
Nope.
one side he's like,
Attack.
well, at least it's not bleeding anymore, because when you like, no,
Oh,
actually
yeah.
it would be bleeding, because when you,
It'd be bleeding
Okay, I'll be right
more.
back.
yeah, I'm gonna, we have to
bleeding
check
more
on
different.
food, because our chicken's burning.
Oh.
Hold on.
We interrupt this meal for a meal.
I didn't expect it to be quite this fun to play a shark person.
I do look the most terrifying with those Tarrasque fangs, but
I
I'm like, ooh, thing. I probably mostly just use them for digging.
to be fair, oh my god, I probably look more terrifying with the piece of hermit crab in my mouth, like hanging out.
Like, I'm sure I look at you and you look vaguely terrifying, but it's not
And
like
there's
I can
probably
really say
blood
anything
everywhere.
about that. So, like, I look terrified. Maybe that's just the thing.
Oh my god, this is great. I was so looking forward to you rolling a crab thing for Men the
Oh,
Wounded.
yeah. But it made more sense, like, with the situation.
Oh, it did.
By the way, to herd you, I was like, it's totally either going to put all the tentacles on the snoot and keep waving them around your eyes so you can't see crap,
I will
and
bite
as
one
needed.
of them.
boop your snoot.
Hey,
How are you going to do that if I'm stuck to your nose?
I'll lick one. God, this is hilarious. Fucking
You know,
shark.
If you
Thinks
eat
this
a
is
live octopus, it can kill you by getting stuck in your throat.
You know, if you eat an octopus that wasn't, an octopus or squid that wasn't cooked, it could, in fact, fertilize eggs in your mouth.
Also, even if you chew the octopus really, really well, as it's dying and being eaten, it can still stick in your throat and kill you. Which is probably why Finn hasn't eaten Ozlak at this point.
Ozlak leads him to interesting prey.
Like, oh, hey, no one goes there except for food.
What? Really? Okay, let's go.
I'm like, you get everything living, and I get all the other things.
You realize trying to convince him not to eat things in those places is gonna be impossible. Oh god, this is great.
Back.
Um,
Sorry.
Hey, we were not told about anything living over here.
We were not. However, it is really tasty.
Did you seriously eat the crab?
No, Karu went right after you. I mean, I'm gonna try.
Okay,
Like-
so,
For your guys' sake, I've got the tentacles around his snoot, and I keep bopping his face and covering his eyes with other tentacles, and being an all-around nuisance.
So you're riding the shark.
Stop. I will bite you.
Whap, whap. Can't touch me, can't touch me, can't touch me.
So can I try and mend the wounds to,
heal your crab friend.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how much better I am, but
All right, you
Or
repair one wound, but he's crippled.
Crabby friend.
okay,
Yours.
but I fixed him.
Yep.
It's just he's gonna have to take time to heal on his own.
So you managed to stop the bleeding, which in the case of, it's not like human blood. We're talking about like stuff pouring out of hole. So you managed to
Crazy.
do stuff.
The
To
fact
make-
that the lionfish can actually heal someone is hilarious to me.
I think you have the highest love in the party, so...
Yeah.
You do. I have a -1.
So does Pie.
Yep.
I think Pi and I have the highest hunt.
Right, so, this way, he says, as he tries to run away from Finn.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase him
Kelby
down.
follows right behind and basically stays between the two.
Alright. He leads you down a couple of hallways to a center area that has, like, it seems like one spherical chamber in the center, and it has, like, a corridor that goes around it. And as you go around this corridor, you come to a solid looking door that has some kind of text on it, and above the door there's a flashing red light. And he points to the there's like this like square section beside the door, and he's like, so I was, walking around and maybe pressed something and something went down, and now that red light started. You're muted.
So what did you press?
He points at one of the buttons on the
Hmm.
pad.
Can I read the thingies?
That sounds like you're inspecting a thing.
Yes, I would like to know what these litars are.
All right. So you rolled a 9. So you get the subject's properties, history, value, or current state.
Do I pick one or you pick one?
You pick one.
History.
Okay. You've seen these things before. It's like a series of 9 buttons, and they can be pressed, and they usually don't do shit all because, these things are usually completely gone by the time you mess with them, and they've got like symbols on them that go from 1 to 9. Not that you're not sure what that is, but they're always in the
symbols
same.
look the same.
They always look the same, yeah.
Huh. Hey, this looks like that box thing with the little rectangles on it that if you go push, it makes symbols. And then if you push the one with 2 lines, it makes a different symbol. I.e. a calculator.
So Kelby's sticking close to the panel that the crab had pointed out and is looking at all the random buttons. One that he pushed.
Mm-hmm.
She picks a random different button and pokes it.
Okay.
She wants to see what it does.
You press a random button. The light continues to flash above you, but a couple seconds later, there's like a.
Ooh. What did that do?
Ooh, what's that?
Do we see anything? Do we hear anything?
Nope, just heard that.
I push another random button.
Same thing happens. Nothing for a few seconds, and then it goes.
I want to push 8 of the buttons at once.
Do you press like all of the ones that the crab didn't?
Yes. Let's see what they do.
Okay. You press all the buttons.
Except that one.
Hey, I've done this before. Nothing bad ever happened. It's been funny.
Oh wow, robot.
Robot. So as you're pressing the button and everyone's paying attention to this.
Well, not Finn.
Yeah, Finn, give me your roll.
Oops.
Why?
I'm hungry.
He is.
Finn is gonna get corrupted in this. I'm calling it right now.
So what 3 options are you taking?
2 wounds, and I don't take a wound.
Okay.
And you thought I was going to be the corrupted one.
Yeah. All right,
I'm
so
hungry.
everyone's
Shall be
paying
friends with
attention
you guys.
to Ozlak and the boutons, and suddenly you hear your friend Mr. Crab go ah as Finland bites into him and leaves him 3 wounds. He's at 3 wounds now, bleeding quite badly.
Finn!
Yeah, what?
Don't stop! Stop! What are you
Don't
doing?
stop? Okay, I do another one.
Are you serious?
You said don't stop.
Can I go over and smack Finn?
I was going
I'm
to say,
not
I was going
moving
to attack
this
and
dude.
neutralize Finn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I try?
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh, can I assist?
You can help a friend. Yes.
I want to help a friend.
Help a friend. This would be a hunt.
How do I help?
You can choose 2 options because you rolled a 10. The ally can immediately make a second move. You can make a second move. The ally rolls 3 dice and keeps the best 2. The ally can ask the GM a yes or no question about the action before they take it. You get to pick 2.
I'm going to say one of them is roll 3 dice, keep the best 2. And they can immediately make a second move.
All right. So your attack and neutralize uses 3d8, 3d6 instead of 2d6. We can't do that here.
I'll just roll an extra d6.
Yeah, and we'll see which.
Yeah. So attack and neutralize. And I will roll 1 more d6 to see what I get. So I do not use that too.
Yeah. So you
3
roll an
and 4
11,
matter.
which is still enough to choose 3 options.
Nice.
I don't want to hurt him because he's my friend. So he is afraid, stunned, and I don't take a wound.
All right. So, Finn,
Boop.
you are now afraid of Kelby and stunned. So you take a -2 forward. And
I don't even know what that means.
that means
You have
any
-2 penalty to everything right now.
yeah, so in the global modifiers, if you click on...
Yeah, I did. I clicked the boxes.
it'll automatically give you a -2 to everything.
Well, that's lame.
And the afraid basically means if you're avoiding her, you get a +1. If you're engaging her, you get a -1.
Oh, well.
And I don't take a wound.
You don't take a wound. And you immediately get to do something else because your friend here, Ozlak, is helping you.
I know what Finn's favorite food is, right?
Probably.
I mean, it's
I
things
am
that
going
move.
to use Lure a Victim and make Finn see his favorite food off in the distance, ways away, and try and lure him that way and be like, go eat that.
Okay, go for it.
That was a fucking 3.
Mhm.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go and chase it down.
Yep. You look around and you see your favorite dish. And it's far away from Kelby, who's scaring you right now.
Yep, exactly. You even want to
Also-
go that way.
Wow.
And that was with a -2?
That was with a -2.
Yep.
Wow.
Just
I will
in time
say,
and without getting hungry.
Kelby is going to look at the crab, point away from where Finn is, and say, go that way now. I can't heal you anymore because it'll take too long. Just get out of here.
He nods and goes. He does
Aw.
Why do
not
I
want
have
to stick
feeling-
around.
How long does it take for me to realize that I just suckered?
Long enough for the crab to be out of sight, I'm hoping.
Yeah, long enough for him to rush off in the other direction.
Don't be too sure. I can chase down pretty well.
Yeah, but you're not
Yeah, but
looking
the
at
thing
him.
is, Kelby is still in between. Do you really want to go towards her?
Yeah.
I have a feeling Kelby has to do this to save a lot of lives.
All right,
This is
so
probably why Finn hasn't been, like, banished from town yet.
I don't do it in town.
much.
There's too many people that can see that.
Until someone accidentally cuts themselves while doing something and you go into a rage.
Well, I mean, they know better. They know if they do that to run the fuck away.
Swim.
Yeah, that.
That's just Murtalk. Okay, so while all of this is happening, and then as Finn suddenly realizes that he's been suckered and starts swimming back from behind Kelby and Ozlak, you hear a ping and a hissing sound, and then bubbles attack you.
Oh.
Bubbles?
Yes, bubbles.
Was that room pressurized?
Bubbles, my bubbles.
Bubbles! Bubbles! My bubbles!
They don't hurt or anything. It's just there was air in this room, and it's suddenly been released, so you get bubbles everywhere. And that probably helps the escape of the crab.
Best day ever.
Bubbles
I would
everywhere.
like to use electroreception.
You're terrible. All right, roll for it.
Okay. How many creatures are there, and how big is the biggest creature?
Okay. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures.
5? Wait, what?
Us,
Are you including
the
me?
crab,
Yes, I did include you.
Okay.
and the one thing we came here for.
Yeah. Which one's the biggest?
The biggest. How big are you guys?
How big is the? I mean, I'm sleek, so I'm not terribly large. Large enough.
I think Finn is probably the largest of the three of you, right?
Probably.
So you're the biggest thing in this area, followed by Kelby.
I preen and I look rather smug.
So, even the thing we came here for is small.
Yes.
Also, where's the bleeding thing?
That's not part of electro.
I don't. There's blood in the water.
It's not technically blood.
There's stuff in the water.
It is in fact blood. It
But
just
it is.
uses copper instead of iron.
See that?
He probably left a lot of traces of that elsewhere just to stop you, and the bubbles have probably made it so that it's
all over the place.
all over the place. So it's kind of hard to tell.
I still want to try and chase it.
Kelby is still between you and the way the crab went.
I would like to explore an area to find another way to get to the crab.
Okay,
Or,
well,
we could focus on the door that just opened.
yeah, the door that just opened inside is a
Oh,
metal
well.
cylinder with glowing lines tracing its length. It's
Ooh.
about 10 feet
Gross.
long and 3 feet in diameter. It looks pretty heavy. And
Ooh.
wherever the corruption is, it's inside that canister. And that's what's making the pulse.
Glowy. There's glowy stuff. Guys, there's glowy stuff.
Wait, it's
Tastes
glowing?
Yes, it is glowing.
Does it taste good?
What
It-
color?
It is glowing a blue light.
I've never eaten blue before.
There also seems to be like one light on top that's green, and it's almost like filling an area, and it's about 80% green now.
Oh, fuck.
Does Pi the character know what's going on?
So,
Pi?
did we lose Pi? Hello.
Hello?
Pi?
Bye. Don't leave us. You're our only hope. I wasn't talking to you, Cat.
Pi?
Sorry.
It's okay.
She's back.
So, anyone know what this is?
Can I try and remember something?
Remember something important?
I
Like,
knew Pi would
a
figure
picture?
it out.
All right.
Or something?
You rolled a 7. You recall pertinent info only. So you want to recall something about what exactly?
Excuse me.
Basically, I want to know what happens when it's all green.
Okay. Gosh, I almost feel like you maybe have had interactions with humans before because they caught you and wanted to inspect you, and maybe that's why you have some corruption on you. And that memory flashes, and it's like, yeah, when that thing is completely green, the canister is going to open. And whatever is corrupted inside will be set free. And as you think that, 90% of it is full.
Oh god, we can't let it open. It's going to get out.
Kelby is swimming forward. She's curious.
We need to hurry.
Finn is
What?
sulkily coming a little bit
How do
closer,
you-
but staying away from
How do you stop it?
Finn, you do know that whatever is inside is alive?
It's alive.
Wait, what happens if it opens before 100%? Is that good or bad?
It'll still get out?
Huh. Do
Can I see more buttons in this room?
That looks like you're exploring an area?
Okay.
So you
I'm
get-
looking for buttons.
You find buttons. You find lots of buttons, actually. There's like a panel full of them.
Unless someone stops me, I'm just starting to poke random buttons.
Hey.
She needs help. We need more button pushing.
Yes, all the button pushing. Push all the buttons. Maybe a
Finn?
button will make it go down.
Finn, guard the thing, and if it comes out, eat it.
Yes.
what? I can? Wait, yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Eat the thing if it comes out.
hope it's not going to be like the crab, but yeah.
All
You
right.
do know if something's corrupted, you're not supposed to eat it, right? You can bite it, but not eat it.
But that's not fair. What's the point in biting it if you can't eat it?
If you get corrupted too much, they won't let you back home. Push all the buttons.
All right, you guys start pushing buttons, and
I will point out, Ozlek can push a lot of buttons at once.
oh yes, I know. You can push 8 buttons to be precise.
Wouldn't it be 10?
It says 8 arms. It doesn't say 8 arms plus your other arms, so I'm not sure. Anyways, it's a lot of buttons.
Beep boop, beep boop, beep.
So you guys start.
I mean, she's not being threatening anymore, so
Yeah, I don't think the stun would last that. Let me double check.
Okay. Because I want to make sure that if I attack and neutralize, I attack and neutralize extra super
Oh,
hard.
actually, no. You are stunned until you are mended. So,
Can I try mending myself? No, that's worse.
sure.
I know how to make things.
I
know how to
go
make
over
things
to
hurt
try
more.
and mend. It's like, I'm sorry, Finn, and I pat him on the shoulder.
All right, go for it.
I hit it. Why didn't it show up? There we go.
All right, so you managed
I
to
mean-
repair his. You're not really going for the wounded, so you managed to unstun him.
Cool.
Mhm.
But since you only rolled an 8, you are not stunned, but you are hindered. So instead of a -2, you have a -1.
Hey, at least it's better.
Yep.
At least your hunt is still insane.
Oh well. Kel, why did you do?
Oh,
Oh, that was-
there was leg.
Yeah, that was like.
yeah.
All
Dang
right.
it! That's way better.
Yep. All right. So as you start pressing buttons, more lights come on in the different like screens, like boxes. A couple of different compartments in the room open up.
Ooh,
Some of them
what?
have like canisters like small portable canisters that are connected by a tube to like a mask. And as you're doing that, Finn, you're looking at the large canister, which
Yes.
clicks as the green light fills the box, and it hisses open, and a small creature explodes out.
Ooh.
It's frightened. It's also very much a monstrous creature. It
Is it?
looks
Can
like
it
a
breathe?
very large dog,
I don't know what dogs are.
Like a sea lion?
like a sea lion, but
Ooh, those are tasty.
but it looks like it was corrupted, so it's got various like corruption features on it, big clawed paws, and it also doesn't seem to be able to swim, and it looks like it is going to start drowning.
Ah. Well, that's sad.
Instead of attacking you, it just like flails in the water. Confusion is like looking around. Is like, woof, 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 woof.
Yeah.
Kelly's just kind of watching it like, what?
Can I just
kind
drag
of...
it to the surface?
No.
What surface?
You said I could attack it. You said I could eat it.
You can tell that
Well,
their corrupted features look more like scars that they carry from the corruption, not
Oh.
like almost as if it was inflicted upon it by something or someone.
Also, wow, this thing has been here for 100 years. How does that happen?
Cryostasis.
I don't know what that is.
Hey guys,
What?
what about the mask thing? There's a masky thing. Does anyone know what that is?
I don't know. I kind of want to rip its throat out.
Does someone want to remember something important?
I could try,
Yeah.
but I doubt it. Here,
Yeah,
let
you're
me.
only gonna remember if it's tasty.
Yeah,
or not.
I don't remember anything.
Are there? Maybe these other canisters are important, like the canister.
I mean,
has
that
the
thing
thingy.
came out of one canister. Maybe something important's in the
Ooh.
others?
Hey, wait. Oh my god. Hey,
Oh dear.
All right. None of you should recall very much, but Kelby, you suddenly have this like image of, oh yeah, you've seen some like surface people wearing those things like masks on their faces and seem to make them breathe underwater somehow.
Kelby relays this. Maybe the thing that is maybe. Should we?
I'm just going to wave masks in front of its face. I don't know how they work. But hey, look, things. Maybe this works.
you said I could attack it if it came out.
Go for it. Pick two options.
He takes 2, I don't take.
All right, so you take two. You take a bite out of
Three options.
him.
A corrupted creature.
I didn't?
That was 3 options.
Yeah,
I
she meant
choose
3
3.
options.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
sorry.
eight.
seeing the rolls.
Yeah, he rolled an 11.
Yeah, sorry. Even with hinder.
Yep. So you bite into his side and he starts bleeding, and this time it's like, actual red blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Before they can stop me, I'm gonna attack it again.
Hey,
Because
he has
blood
to still
frenzy.
do shit too.
I want to attack Finn.
Nuh-uh. You said
Okay.
I could eat it. Don't lie.
I didn't say it was going to be a
Go
fair
on
fight.
turn show. You just did something. Let us do something.
Yeah, this doesn't have initiative, but that doesn't mean you have to let everyone act.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Ozlak. Keep forgetting I have to press for you. You rolled a 10, so you get to choose 3 options. You have take a wound, which you can pick twice. Target is afraid. You can pick target is stunned for free because of your class, and you can choose not to take a wound.
Oh man. Target is stunned. I do not take a wound. I'm squishy. Let's see here.
So you
Target
have
is
2
afraid.
more options.
So you
Target
could
is
do one of
afraid
each,
and a wound.
literally.
Okay.
Oh,
So Finn, you take a wound, and you are now afraid of Oslak.
I poke you in the eyes.
What are
You
you doing,
said I
Kelby?
could bite it.
What are you doing, Kelby?
I mean, the thing is, doesn't seem to be dangerous. Like, I don't get, like...
It's doing whimpering noises now. It's and hiding
Prey
behind
doesn't-
Oslak.
Prey doesn't have to be. It's prey.
Okay, so we have this mask thingy. I don't know how it works. Can I try and figure out how it works to help this thing?
That sounds like you're inspecting a thing. So you get one thing out of this.
Properties? I
Okay.
guess. I want to know how it works so I can try using it.
All right. So you've seen. You were the one that remembers seeing them. So you managed to figure out that goes around the muzzle. It seems to be like you can see bubbles coming out of the muzzle part.
Okay, so this thing goes over the thing that surface dwellers breathe out of.
So you put that around the.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
He
no.
lets you. He seems to recognize it as well. And he like nudges his furry head against you gratefully.
I make sure he's not touching any of the quills. It's like, okay, yeah, don't poison yourself now.
And it starts wagging its tail as it realizes it can breathe.
God damn it! The player and the character are at odds now.
Like,
Because it's like puppy, but the player's like prey. Or character rather. Ugh.
All right, so Finn, it's your turn. You are scared of Oslak. This corrupted puppy is behind Oslak.
So am I hindered and stunned right now?
Yes.
yes,
Ah,
it's going to become
Blood.
a regular thing if we ever play this again.
there's blood in the water. Ah, sorry guys, there's blood in the water. Two wounds, no wound.
This thing's corrupted and Finn just ate it. Kelby's swimming away.
I killed it. I didn't. Okay, I might have eaten some of it.
You're gonna fucking eat it.
Wait a minute. Have you, Kelpie, have you used a magic yet this
No.
session? Just to remind you, one of the things is Genesis, restore lost life.
Yes, but Finn is here. If I do that, he's just going to attack it again.
I mean, if there's blood in the water, probably. Sorry,
I have a
guys.
+0 in Genesis.
So do I.
Do I?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I smack Finn in the nose.
Jeez.
I was going to say, one of us has to smack Finn, the other one has to try and restore if we want to do it.
I will smack Finn.
Okay.
I am mad at Finn.
So the doggy has stopped moving. Sorry, I'm still dying.
I killed the doggy and the DM.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible
way to
person.
go.
Yeah. You killed the dog.
Me as a character, me as a player is like, oh, but puppy.
No.
But me as a character is like, puppy. Tastes like seal.
Okay, so what is Kelby doing? You rolled a 10, so you get 3 options.
Target is afraid of her as well. She doesn't take a wound.
Oh, shit.
And I give Finn 1 wound as I punch him in the
Hey,
snoot.
hey, Karu,
Mm-hmm.
what does it mean, afraid engage?
Afraid engage is if you want to do something against someone that you're afraid of, then you click that one.
So basically, if an enemy that you're fighting makes you afraid, you can click on that.
Well, if you want to try attacking Kelby, you have to use the engage afraid modifier.
Okay.
It basically gives you a -1.
I've got like a -3, a 4 now. If I try and do something to her.
So, Finn, you're down to two. You have 2 wounds.
Yeah, I know.
You are afraid of both of your friends now because they are pretty pissed off at you. And Ozlak, you said you wanted to try something?
I want to fix the thing. Maybe it can answer my questions.
So you want to restore lost life?
Yes. Ozlak is going to be so sad
It's
when he finds
worse.
out this thing
Oh
can't
my
even
God.
talk.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
Alright, well, you rolled a 3.
Wow.
So you do not manage to bring the doggy back to life, but instead, I'd almost say that in this case, because the body was corrupted, you managed to cleanse the corruption from the body. And instead of corruption, you see, like, coral start growing in the places where the corruption was.
Aww.
Be free.
Does anything happen to Finn, who attacked and probably ate at least a piece of the corrupted thing?
You don't immediately see anything, but you get the sense that if he swallowed any of the corrupted bits that he bit off, that might affect him.
Well, I'm sorry, Finn, we might have to put you down later. Also,
I'm annoyed and
question.
afraid of these guys, and I want to make them not be scary. So I'm gonna try and do a thing.
Okay.
By the way, Karu,
Yes.
I have no way of keeping track of experience points.
Yeah, I'll probably look through.
Okay.
Karu, do I just turn him into a sea lion?
oh my god.
I don't know if you can restore lost life if someone has already failed to restore lost life.
It doesn't.
Because, like, the soul doesn't return and it's already gone. Like, that's done. In general, you don't want to try... the idea is to not try doing things repeatedly until someone succeeds.
But no, I had a different reason to make it try.
Yeah, you wanted to eat it.
No, well, not so much that as I wanted these guys to not be really scary.
You see Kelby almost snarl as all the spines on her, the poisonous spines, basically stick out, and she hisses at him for a second, and it's like, you need to stop doing this. This happens every time we go anywhere, and I'm tired of it.
Not every time. Not
You
my fault that
nearly
things
killed our
bleed.
guide.
Well, yeah, he was being obnoxious, and he said,
You have to
I
stop
told
it.
him I told him I'd bite him if he waved that thing at me, and he waved that thing at me. Did you think I'm a liar and wasn't gonna bite him?
You need to stop biting things, because then you act like this for the rest of the day.
Grumble, grumble, mumble, mumble.
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Stop doing that. And I turn around and I kind of smack him with my tail as I turn and start swimming away. Making sure it's a spot where there aren't spines, and I'm not trying to hurt him at that point, but like you asshole.
Did you just gib smack me?
Yes. And I leave.
Alright. Well, it does seem that you've managed to stop the corruption.
Spit. Spit.
We're in.
Didn't even taste all that good either. Spit.
And, Finn, you do gain a corruption point.
I kind of figured. Just one, though.
And I think that's where we'll end the session today.
Yay! Thanks for watching, guys.
That was interesting.
Oh crap. Now
Yeah.
I can do corruption things.
Yes, you can. We may try this again at some point. Hopefully with Garm next time.
Hopefully.
Oh my god.
Make sure you write down your experience points for rolling under 6.
I don't remember.
Totally.
I
You got
rolled-
3 experience points, Ozlak.
Me? No, not me.
The one good thing
Oh, I
about
got
having me
one.
roll.
This is true.
Looks like I might have just gotten one.
All right.
I don't
So, yeah,
think
just-
I got any.
Yes, you did. Remember? Oh no, because you got a 7 on that. Remember something important.
Yeah. You guys rolled a 5. Everyone else rolled a 5, but she rolled a 7. All right. Well,
Yeah,
that was interesting. We'll hopefully manage to get some feedback for Taylor. Remember, this was a production. This
Alpha.
Oh,
is an
I
alpha
got
called
2.
World of Merfolk, and Taylor is the writer. They're quickly looking for.
Oh,
You
no,
can
I got
find
3.
them at
Gum.co.
Taylor_CS. That is their Twitter account. So yeah, thanks. Yes.
On the PDF, at the end of each page, it says you can download it for free at stuff, and has a website where you can find out more information.
Right.
Can someone post that into chat?
Yeah. Gum.co/mermay.
MERMAY.
Yep. We'll put that in the description as well. It is free.
Okay.
It is an alpha. But hopefully we can, the more people that play, the more feedback and the better it can become. So that was a fun game. Thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you soon.